स्वामी नित्य नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमस्ते सरस्वती जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय गुरुदेवा 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 जय गुरुदेवा शिव जय जय गौरचंद आरती का शोभा जय जय गौरचंद की बजय गौरचंद आरती का शोभा शिव जय जय गौरचंद आरती का शोभा जानवी तत्वान जग मन लोभा जग जाना मान लोभा जग जग जाना मान लोभा अमर गौरांगेरा गति शोभा जग जन मान लोभा गौरा रति गौरांगेरा रति शोभा जग जाना माना लोभा जानवी तत्वाने जग जन मान लोभा अमर गौरांगेरा रसिक शोभा जग जाना मान लोभा गौरांगेरा अमर गौरांगेरा रसिक शोभा जग जाना मान लोभा ओ हरिबो 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 गौरा हरिबो दक्षिणी ताचंद बामे गद धर रखी निकट आदृत श्रीने बस छत्रधार किवा बसे गौरचंद रत्न सिंह साने बसे आरती करन ब्रह्मा आदि देवगण आरती करन ब्रह्मा आदि देवगण नर हरि आदि करी चामर धुलय नर हरि आदि करी चामर धुलय नर हरि आदि करी चामर धुलय संजय मुकुंद बासु गोसादि गाय शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करताल शंख शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करताल शंख मधुरामृतंग बाज परमरसाल मधुरामृतंग बाज परमरसाल मधुर 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 बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे मधुर मार गौरांगेरा आरती माझे मधुर 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 बाजे गौरा आरती माझे गौरांगेरा रति माझे मधुर 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 बाजे गौरा गौरांगेरा रति माझे मधुर 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 बाजे गौरांगेरा रति माझे मधुर 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 बाजे गौरांगेरा रति माझे मधुर 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 बाजे गौरांगेरा रति माझे मधुर मधुर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोले मधु मधुर मधुर बाजे हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोले मधु मधुर मधुर बाजे हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोले मधु मधुर मधुर बाजे हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोले मधुर मधुर गौरांगेरा रति माझे मधु मधुर मधुर बाजे गौरांगेरा राधा माधव आरती माझे मधु मधुर मधुर बाजे राधा माधव आरती माझे मधु मधुर मधुर ओ शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे मधु मधुर मधुर बाजे शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे मधु मधुर ओ शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे मधु मधुर मधुर बाजे शंख बाजे मधु 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 बाजे मधुर मधुर मधु बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे मधुर मधुर ओ हरि बो हरि बो हरि बो गौर हरि बो नित्य गौर हरि बो हरि बो हरि बो गौर हरि बो गौर है निता है गौर है निता है गौर है गौर है निता है बहु कोटि चंद्रजिनी वदन उज्ज्वला बहु कोटि चंद्रजिनी गलद से बनमाला कोरे झल माला ओ शिव ओ सुख नारद प्रेमे गद गद शिव सुख ठाकुर भक्ति विनोद देखे गौरा रसंपाद ठाकुर भक्ति हमारे ठाकुर भक्ति विनोद देखे गौरा रसंपाद निताय गौर हरिवो 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 गौर हरिवो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा श्री जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद जय श्री हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Jagannatha, Baladeva, Jaya Subhadramaya. Prabhu Jagannatha, Baladeva, Jaya Subhadramaya. Jaya Radha Madhav, Jaya Radha Madhav, Radha Madhav, Jaya Radha Madhav. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Shri Radhe. Jaya Giri Raja, Jaya Govardhana, Giri Raja, Jaya Govardhana. Jaya Giri Raja, Jaya Govardhana, Giri Raja, Jaya Govardhana. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Gaura Haribo. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Gaura Haribo. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Gaura Haribo. जय गुरुदेव 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 जय गुरुदेव। निताय गौर शीतनाथ प्रेमानंद हरि बोल।
विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजक श्री श्रीमद श्री भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नमाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरी गोवर्धन की। मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की जय। गंगा माई की जय, यमुना माई की जय, भक्ति देवी की जय, तुलसी देवी की जय, हरिनाम संकीर्तन महायज्ञ की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Jai Shri
हिरण्यकाशी पूर्वक्षः शीलटङ्कनखालये हितो नरसिंहा परतो नरसिंहा यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंहा बाह्ये नरसिंहा हृदये नरसिंहा नरसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपद्ये तव करकमलवरे नखा अद्भुतशृङ्ग दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुवृङ्गा केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे। जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नर हरि जय नर हरि जय नर हरि जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल गौर हरि बोल सर्व भक्त विघ्न विनाशक श्री लक्ष्मी नरसिम्हा प्रहलाद नरसिम्हदेव भगवान जी की भक्तराज श्री श्री प्रहलाद महाराज की जगदुरु श्री प्रपाद की श्री गुरुदेव की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So welcome to ISKCON Baltimore. Award of Shri Shri Nitai Gaur Sundar, Shri Shri Radha Madhav, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra, Giriraj Govardhan Ji, and our dear most Srila Prabhupada. Let's give a big round of applause to our pujaris for doing a marvelous work of dressing and garland. Very beautiful. Haribo! Looks like we have little less participation right now. A lot of people went for Sunday school, including the parents. So today we have a sponsor, Priyanka and Nikhil Jain ji, sponsoring for their kids, Anisha Gautam and Anish Gautam's birthday. Today is Anisha's birthday. So let's say Hare Krishna, happy birthday in Hare Krishna style for Anisha Gautam. Hare Krishna. Is Anisha here? I guess they are not here. So we'll just, dear Anisha, Hare Krishna to you. May you never take. Hari Bol. So that was for Anisha, if you are listening. Also, we have few announcements. Prem Nampro, you have something? Sundarachal Prabhu will make announcement. The Deputy Commander for Book Distribution, Sundarachal Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, dear exalted Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis who are assembled here. Today is one day away from the Gita Jayanti that we're going to celebrate tomorrow. So this year, so far, we have an excited Gita marathon. Devotees have been going onto the streets. They have been putting book tables at the different bookstores nearby Patel Brothers and so on. So now that we are nearing the goal that is somewhere probably until January first week or probably until last week of January, we are humbly requesting all of you to kindly contribute towards this Gita Jayanti. So one Gita at a time, we can inundate the world which is misdirected. This misdirected society has to be overwhelmed with the Krishna's sublime knowledge. And this can be happened only if we sacrifice. And the sacrifice can be done simply by giving your dravya, the hard-earned money, for the service of Krishna. And it is our humble attempt to reach you out, to request you to kindly sponsor a box, a couple of them, whichever that you can. And it's going to help us with the movement. Hare Krishna to all of you. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So tomorrow is also Mokshada Ekadashi. So Gita Jayanti is coinciding with Mokshada Ekadashi. So such a wonderful day, and also very exciting day for my next announcement. So I would like to invite Yatin Prabhu, Dr. Yatin Patel. Tomorrow we are going to do, as you know, the Bhakti Eco Farm is coming for closing on 4th. It was 3rd actually, but it moved to 4th now due to some reasons. So tomorrow is the final walkthrough, and we are very excited. Tomorrow we are going to go. Not all the congregation. We have a day for the congregation also to join us. That will be on 7th. That is next Sunday. If you are free, 10 o'clock, we'll give the address. And if you are there, please come check out the place. But please do not come tomorrow. That's why we didn't post anything yet. So I would let Yatin Prabhu speak a little bit, and then I'll pitch in a few words.
Okay, Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you. And many of you are aware we've been doing this announcement on a weekly basis, but as Shyam Prabhu said, tomorrow is our walkthrough. So, we pray to Radha Madhava that everything goes smoothly, and then Thursday will be our closing. So, we've come a long way, and we just wanted to obviously clarify things because you'll be seeing us frequently on a weekly basis, but the purchase of the property was $1.225 million. And with the help of congregation and all of you supporting us, we've had about $500,000 in donations, and about $250,000 we're taking as a bank loan. And also, congregation members have given us a loan around close to about $500,000 as well. So, or more than that. So, we obviously really appreciate everyone's effort because we needed the liquid Lakshmi to be able to approach the closing, and so we're able to do that. We have the funds, but our challenge continues as we will try to obviously do our best to continue to fundraise so we can start repaying the loan back to the bank as well as to congregation members on a timely basis. So, we appreciate all your support. We have a banner outside. If you can continue to help us, spread the word, as our challenge is going to be now to continue to move forward and get the Goshala up and running, and then also financially stay at a positive rate where we can continue to succeed in terms of our what we're looking to do at the Goshala and of course in serving Radha Madhava. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Yatin Prabhu. So few updates, few clarifications rather. We just want to clarify that this whole amount is not everything donation, like Prabhuji mentioned. There is a big loan there, and still we are seeking personal loans rather than having a bank loan. We had to go for a bank loan. We had no choice, but we request devotees and will continue asking devotees for help if they can give a loan to the temple so we can pay the bank off first without paying any interest to the bank. Also, we will be doing the work in phases. So first phase is acquiring the property that will be closing on 4th, and then we'll be doing like the study for renovation. We'll get the cost. Basically, before the cows arrive, it's not like we got the land, so let's bring the cows. No, that's not how it works. So the steps are that we are going to look at that, fix the place up nicely, And then we are going to announce a Bhumi Puja Day somewhere in summer. So we will have a Bhumi Puja Day when we break the grounds, everything is ready. Before that, there are some prerequisites that we have to meet with the ISKCON rule, that is following the basic necessity guideline from ISKCON Cow Protection Ministry. Certificate of readiness is very important, so we follow all that. Then also get blessings of our GBC, everything, all clearance is done, and we have the ample devotees to take care of the cows and everything. Then cows arrive. It does not go vice versa. Just bring the cow and then think about other thing later. No, that does not work like that. So we are following the steps, and we continue to seek your blessings from our dear Lordship to fulfill this wonderful project. And it is really a dream coming true. We have been looking for this property over 3 years now. And we are very, very thankful to all our donors who have, came forward and, making this happen. And it had to happen in this year as a, dedication and contribution to, Lord Jagannath's 50-year celebration that we'll be doing next year as well. So that's a humble appeal again to all the devotees. Please help us in whatever way you can. I know that we are still short of funds, and if we still fall short, we might have to go to the bank for some additional loan to fill that gap. So we continue to request all the devotees not to be redundant, telling the same point again and again, but just wanted to clarify everything so that it is clear with everyone. So that's for that announcement. Thank you, Yatin Prabhu. Few festival announcement. Our next big festival, everybody knows, it goes without saying. What is that? Gita Jayanti is tomorrow. After Gita Jayanti, what is the next festival? Sundarayan Prabhu, that was good one. Pushpa Abhisheka, yes, Srinivas Prabhu. So Pushpa Abhisheka, January 1st, we'll have program in the evening, 5 o'clock onwards, so mark your calendar. It is by default, we all know, we will be celebrating here. So we are getting ready. Those devotees who are inclined to help, towards that festival, you can contact myself or Adokshesh Prabhu or Vidur Prabhu to help out for the festival. Also, we would like to welcome His Grace Siddha Swarup Prabhu back. I guess he's not here, but we would like to have him back. He was gone. He's a proud father now. He is father of baby Srinath. He was blessed with a baby boy, so Siddhu Prabhu is back. So if you see him, congratulate him. Also, another prayer announcement for our dear devotee, His Grace Vidur Prabhu. He is keeping all right. He is okay. He had a small procedure. He is recovering right now. But I just wanted to take this opportunity to recognize his service and recognize what he has been doing, even especially for the farm. At this age, he's been just going out, seeking donation and doing really hard, and also endless service with the DT services, all of you know. So he had a small procedure. He is recovering right now. So just pray for him. So let's say one big Hare Krishna for Vidur Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So I think that's all for the announcements for today. So let's invite our dear speaker for today, Vrindavan Vijay Prabhu. So his name is really special because he has Vrindavan and Vijay. Vijay means victory. So let's invite Vrindavan Vijay Prabhu all the way from Pennsylvania. Prabhuji is a dear disciple of His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj and very, very learned person. So he'll be speaking today. So here is Vrindavan Vijay Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
No, Prabhuji. How much time we have, Prabhu? How much time we have? 6:50? Okay. Yeah. Kartal dena. Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Yashodanandana Vrajajani Ranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Jaya Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Radhe. Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Jagannatha, Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Nitai Gaura Sundar, Nitai Gaura Sundar, Gaura Nitai. Jaya 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 Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjan Shalakya Chakshurunimilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gauru Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So tomorrow is Gita Jayanti. So today we are discussing about Bhagavad Gita and trying to glorify Bhagavad Gita. So tomorrow is also starting the Gita Marathon month, so devotees will be going out and distributing Bhagavad Gita. As Sundarachal Prabhu has announced. So this is, so let us, I thought let us discuss and try to understand the glories of Bhagavad Gita today. So our scriptures say, when Lord decides to appear as water, then he appears as Ganga and Yamuna. When he decides to appear as a stone, he comes as Shaligram Shila. When he decides to appear as Bhumi, the earth, he comes as Shri Vrindavan Dham. And when he decides to appear as Vyakti or person, then he comes as Shri Guru or a spiritual master. When he decides to appear as time, then he comes as Madhav Tithi, Ekadashi. When he decides to appear as sound, then he comes as holy names, Hare Krishna. And then when he decides to appear as wood, he comes as Lord Jagannath. When he decides to appear as book, then he comes as Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. So Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, they are non-different than the Lord himself. They are same as the Lord. In the Padma Puran says, as it compares the Srimad Bhagavatam with the form of the Lord. So we have the same where it compares. Bhagavatam says the first two cantos of Bhagavatam is like the legs of the Lord, and the canto 10th is the lotus face of the Lord. Same Padma Puran also compares Bhagavad Gita with the universal form of the Lord. Say the first 5 chapters of Bhagavad Gita, they are like 5 heads of the universal form. The next 10 chapters, they are the hands of the Lord. And the 16th chapter is the lotus navel of the Lord. And the 17th and 18th chapter, they are like the legs of the Lord. So point I'm trying to make, it's non-different than the Lord. Bhagavad Gita, same as the Lord. Words of the Lord and Lord, they are non-different. Nam Chinta Madi Krishna, Chaitanya Ras Vigraha, Purna Shuddho Nitya Mukto Abhinnat Nama Namini. Nam Madhavendra Puri, when he was given that that katha of Kheer Chor Gopinath, when he was given that earthen pot with the kheer, see, he accepted, he honored the kheer, and he ate that earthen pot also. Why? Because that was touched by the Lord. Tadiyanam samarchanam. So Lord Shiva tells Mother Parvati that Tadiyanam, Tadiya is anything connected with the Lord, is Lord himself. So Lord, Tadiya, anything which is, Tadiya means anything which is Lord's paraphernalia, Lord's words, Lord's names, whatever is connected with the Lord is as equivalent to the Lord himself. So Madhavendra Puri, he accepted, he honored that pot also, he broke that pot, he ate that pot also. So Bhagavad Gita and Lord, they're non-different. So this is Bhagavad Gita has got some 700 verses. And out of 700 verses, 575 verses they are spoken by the Lord. 83 verses they are spoken by Arjuna, 41 verses by Sanjaya, and 1 verse by Dhritarashtra. Out of these 575 verses, what Lord spoke, more than 200 verses, he just talks about, if you do this, you can come back to me. If you do this, you can come back to me. If you cannot do this, do this. If you cannot. Chapter 12, if you see, if we cannot do this, do this. We cannot do this, do this. We cannot do this. But ultimately, if you do this, you can come back to me. If you do this, I will make sure that you come back to me. And once you come back to me, you will never return. You'll never go back. I know you are suffering. You don't realize that you are suffering. And this is the compassion of the Lord. And he's talking more than 200 verses talking about, if you do this, you can come back to me. See the eagerness of the Lord to bring us back, to take us back home like now. So this is the compassion of the Lord. This Bhagavad Gita, the song of the Lord. But song of the Lord with compassion. Compassion for who? Compassion for us. Compassion for Jivad in Kali Yuga. That is his compassion. He cannot see us suffering like, he is our Father. He cannot see us suffering. He wants us to come back. More than we want to go back. He wants us to come back more than we want to go back. Our situation is like that Indra. When Indra was cursed by Brahaspati and he took the body of a pig here. And his time period of curse was over. Lord Brahma came. Indra, your time is over. You can come back and take your throne. What are you talking about like now? I have got a beautiful wife. I've got my piglets like now. What is going to happen to them like now? I have got nice fresh stool to eat like now. I don't want to go back. This is our situation like now. We are so much attached like now. We don't want to go back. Lord wants to take us back. But out of his compassion, he is making himself accessible to us. We have no qualification. We have no qualification to access the Lord. It's like a 6-foot tall father and a 2-year-old child. If he wants to hug the father, he cannot. Can he hug the father? No, he cannot. But if the father sits down, then the child can hug the father. So Lord giving us the Bhagavad Gita, he's making himself accessible to us through Bhagavad Gita. Like father sits down, Lord gives us Bhagavad Gita. He's making himself accessible to us through Bhagavad Gita. So this is compassion of the Lord. So this is Bhagavad Gita teaches us so many things like now. Bhagavad Gita teaches us we can be freed from shoka, bhaya and moha. Shoka is your lamentation. Bhaya is fear. And moha is illusion. We can be freed from these. All of us, there is no fourth thing. We are just troubled by these three things. Whatever is like our miseries, our problems, or whatever we consider the problems, they are within perspective of these three areas. Lamentation, fear, and illusion. Lamentation of the past. काश ऐसा होता तो आज मैं यहाँ होता. काश ऐसा होता. If I would have, I couldn't get what I wanted, we are lamenting for that. Right? And the fear of what? Fear of losing what we have. Fear of not knowing the future, what's going to happen in the future. So that is fear. And the moha, illusion. What is the illusion like? We are servants. We are trying to act as master. That's the illusion. Right? We are all trying to become the masters. We are all trying to become controller. And then when we are, that means we are serving the illusory energies, we are in illusion. Maya, that which is not. That's not. Truth is we are all servants. So when we don't realize that we are servants and we try to act as masters, then we are troubled by this illusory energy of the Lord. When we try to become master, we're trying to enjoy and control here, like you're trying to, and that brings a lot of other lust, anger, greed, all these things comes because we are in illusion. So this is our desire to have more and more, to enjoy more and more, so that we can become greater and greater master, like better controller than you, better master, more powerful master than you. So this is Lal Bahadur Shastri. He was our prime minister, and once one friend comes to him and he asks him, "Can you loan me 5,000 rupees?" He said, "I don't have 5,000 rupees. Then he went back, and after a few months they again met, and this friend thanked Lal Bahadur Shastri. He said, "Thank you. The money you gave me helped me a lot, like now." So I gave you the money, I did not give you any money. I said, "I don't have money." But I thought you gave it through your wife. Your wife, she gave me that 5,000 rupees. Lal Bahadur Shastri comes home and he asks the wife, like, "Did you give 5,000 rupees to so-and-so, my friend?" He said, "Yes." "Where did you get this 5,000 rupees? Like, he said, "Because your salary is 500 rupees and our expenses are 400 rupees. So I've been saving that 100 rupees per month. So I had some money. So out of that money, I gave him 5,000 rupees. I helped him." Lal Bahadur Shastri was, next day morning, he came to the office. First time he wrote a letter to he wrote a letter, like this is to his HR department or treasury, whosoever it was, that please reduce my salary to 400 rupees, which is more than enough for my expenses. Currently, government is giving me 500 rupees. I don't need that. Please reduce my salary to 400 rupees. This is true incidents. To think about those great personalities, like they did not have that attachment. Our situation is more and more and more like how much more we can get. Right? So this is illusion. This is illusion. And Bhagavad Gita can free us from this lamentation, fear, and illusion. Also, this Bhagavad Gita can give us knowledge, can give us information. Information is very much important. The summary verse of Bhagavad Gita, "Manmanabhav mad bhakto, bhaktak madhyaji mam namaskaru, mam vaishyati yukta vaivam atmanam mat parayana." Manmana. But how can you do manmana? Manmana is what? Constant remembrance of the Lord. That is the goal. Goal is not Sravanam Kirtanam. Goal is Smaranam. Antakale cha mameo smaran muktva kalevaram. Goal is chant so that we can constantly remember the Lord. That's why we are doing Sravanam and Kirtanam. Goal is Smaranam. Goal is not chanting. Goal is not Sravanam and Kirtanam. The goal of the Sravanam and Kirtanam is we can remember him like. Antakale cha mameo smaran muktva kalevaram. Smaran. Smaran is the most important. So how can we do that? Manmana is smaranam. Manmana is constantly thinking about the Lord. But how can we do that? If I tell you, think about Hawaii. Meditate and think about Hawaii, but you have never been to Hawaii. You have not read about Hawaii. You have not seen YouTube videos about Hawaii. You have not heard from your friends. You don't know where is Hawaii and what it is. And I ask you to just meditate on it or think about it. Are you able to do it? You cannot. You cannot. None of us can. So knowing the Lord is important for Manmana. And how do we know the Lord? Bhagavad Gita is not keeping on the altar and doing agarbatti on it like. एक बार Prabhupada, one of the Prabhupada's disciples, he gave Bhagavad Gita to Jail Singh, Gyani Jail Singh. And the Gyani Jail Singh, he just folded his hands and touched the Bhagavad Gita to his forehead. And this devotee came back and told Prabhupada, I gave this to Gyani Jail Singh, and he touched it with his forehead. Prabhupada was very happy. So at least he did that. He respected Bhagavad Gita. In future, he is going to be our topmost position nationally in the country. And after that, he became 7th president. So devotees used to say he is by the blessings of Prabhupada and blessings of Bhagavad Gita, he became that. Prabhupada said that. So it's not just for touching on your forehead or just folding your hands like that or doing agarbatti on Bhagavad Gita. There is system for accepting everything like now. If you are given prasadam, if I give you nice hot gulab jamun, you're not going to do agarbatti, are you? So how the prasad is honored? By eating it like me. You put that gulab jamun to your mouth. Not put it on your altar and doing gulab jamun, deva, agarbatti, right? So, if you are having katha, then you honor the katha or receive the katha by hearing it. But in a book, you honor the by reading it, not by worshipping it like. Worshipping it is also good because it's non-different than Krishna. But the purpose is not worshipping, purpose is reading Bhagavad Gita and applying that in your life. Right? So read and apply in your life. That reading, by reading what happens? You get information. If the goal is constant remembrance, then we have to know Krishna. If you have to know Krishna, you have to know Krishna. Right? You have to read about him. You get information about him like now. Who is Krishna? Now, who is Lord? Who am I? What is my relationship with him? What is the goal of this life? What am I supposed to do? All that information you get from Bhagavad Gita. Eko Shastro Devaki Putra Gitam. Eko Namani Tats Nam. What is that? Ek Tats Namani Yani. Eko Deva Tats Vasudeva Sutam. So, all that, like this is, we have to read it. So, from reading Bhagavad Gita, what happens? Bhagavad Gita gives us information. What happens with that information? Purification, right? When you read it and apply that, or try to apply that, information, purification, transformation. After purification, transformation, protection. That knowledge protects you, protects. The Lord protects you, as Bhagavad Gita says. Correction, conviction. Conviction in the philosophy, conviction in the Lord, conviction in the teachings of Bhagavad Gita. All that comes from when we read Bhagavad Gita. Bhakti Tirth Maharaj, he was in Gita Nagari. During his last days, I don't know how many of you have got an association of Bhakti Tirth Maharaj, but I'm very fortunate, I have got some time with him. I used to go and see him during his last days. So this is Bhakti Tirth Maharaj was in Gita Nagari. And one Sachinandan Maharaj, during his last days, Radhanath Swami stayed there for more than a month. My Guru Maharaj, Jayapataga Swami, he came there, he stayed for some time. Many sannyasis, he was came. Sachinandan Maharaj came once to see him. And Sachinandan Maharaj asked, please, Bhakti Tirth Maharaj, that please tell something like no, so that I can learn from you. He asked, if two dogs are fighting, which dog is going to win? That's a question Bhakti Tirth Maharaj asked from Sachinandan Swami. He was completely bewildered and confused. What does it mean? Like, what? The question is like, Maharaj, I did not understand the question. How can I answer it? So if the two dogs are fighting, which dog is going to win? Huh? Right. So then he did not understand the question. So then Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj said, yes. So this is that the dog which is nourished well, stronger, had more strength, is going to win. The point he was trying to make that in our heart we also have two dogs always fighting. Good dog or bad dog or whatever you call it, but dog which is nourished more is going to win. So one dog is nourished when you do your chanting, you do your sadhana, you do your devotional service, you do your shastra reading, that dog is nourished. Other dog is going to lose. But if you don't nourish this dog is going to win. There's always a conflict. Should I go to the temple or watch my World Cup cricket match here, watch TV here? Should I go to the Mangal Aarti or sleep another 2 hours? There's always that conflict going on. So the dog you have nourished, if you have nourished that, he's going to win. So within us, those two dogs are always, there's some conflict going on. हमारी situation क्या है? We are in a dark room with our eyes closed. There's no light in the room. And we're getting beating from all the sides. And we don't know why I'm getting beaten, who's beating, where the beating is coming from. Maya Devi is kicking left and right. And we don't know. So when we read Bhagavad Gita, when we get that information, then what happens? We still get the beating, right? Because Dukhalyam Ashashvatam, we are at a wrong place. So it's not that reading Bhagavad Gita is going to solve all your problems. But it will raise your consciousness so that problems will look minuscule. The problem which was too big for you becomes so small because you have raised your consciousness. Even standing in front of the building is so big. But if you are looking at the building from the aircraft, the same building becomes too small. It's the same building. Right? It's the same building. But if you are standing right in front of the building, it looks so big. Our problems look so big. But if you raise your consciousness, you look the same building from the aeroplane, that looks so small. The same problem becomes so minuscule, so small. The Bhagavad Gita can raise our consciousness. Problems are not going to go away. Because we are in a wrong place. We are at a wrong place. Dukhalyam Ashashvatam. Rain is not going to stop. But reading Bhagavad Gita will give you the intelligence that you'll use umbrella to protect yourself. So Bhagavad Gita will protect you, or the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita will protect you. Rain is going to happen. Mud will be there on the ground. But knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, you will be wearing shoes, so you'll be protected from that. So that is how this knowledge is going to protect you. First you have to get information. Apply that, follow the process and get purification. Then it will transform us. We get protection with that knowledge. Gita Gyan. What is that verse? It's malam nirmochanam punsam, jalam snanam dine dine, sakrat gita amritam snanam, sansara malanasanam. So what is the sansara mal? Lust, anger, greed, kam, krodh, lobh, moh, mad, matsar, this is all sansara malanasanam. So this Bhagavad Gita, that's the power of Bhagavad Gita. It can free you from all that. So this is, there was the one other time Eknath, Sant Eknath Maharaj. One devotee came to him and he said, Maharaj, आपका पाप करने का मन नहीं होता? Are you not attracted to sinning? So Eknath Maharaj, he heard that, he thought about few seconds. He said, oh, forget about that, like, no, I can see on your face, your lines on your forehead, tell me that you are going to die in 7 days. You are going to die in 7 days. This man was completely bewildered. He ran. Can go make the arrangements so that you can comfortably leave. And he ran, like, he went home and he started making all the arrangements, fixing all his nominations in the insurance policies and bank accounts and all the nominations for his property and everything, like, no, that is what. And after, he said, like, you're going to die in 7 days. And 7th day, this Eknath Maharaj, he went to his home. And he asked him, like, no, how is it going? He said, Maharaj, what are you asking? Like, no, this is like, I'm going to die today. Today is the 7th day, and I've been so busy, like, fixing the things, and so that my family may be comfortable after I leave, and I can leave peacefully. So, did you sin during last 7 days? So, how? There's no time to sin, like, no. There's no time to think about sins, like, no. I've been so busy, like, no. So, that is the point. You're not going to die. I just said to make my point that devotees, that is their consciousness, I can leave this body any time. There's no time to sin. There's no desire to sin. They're always, they know that they can leave this body any time. Just to answer his question, like. The information is very, very important. If you don't have the right, and Bhagavad Gita gives you that information. If you don't have that right information, there was one lady, she went to a appliance store. She wanted to buy a refrigerator, phrase. She went to the shopkeeper, said, how much is this? I want to buy. How much is this phrase? And I want to buy this. And the shopkeeper saw her, said, I don't want to sell you. So why you? She said, I don't know. Said, please leave, like, I don't want to sell you. And she left. She was completely bewildered. She did not know why. It's a shop, it is there, like, to sell those appliances. And so maybe, like, next time she disguised herself in a different dress. She changed her dress and she changed her makeup and hairstyle, and she went again, like, no. Again, I asked the same question. I want to buy this fridge, like, how much it is? You are again here? I told you that I'm not going to sell you this. Please leave, like, no. To go somewhere else. I cannot sell this to you. So she did not know, like, what happened. Next time, maybe I did not dress up well. He recognized me. Third time, she, like, went in a burqa. The complete covered herself in a burqa. Everyone understand burqa, right? Understand in burqa. And she went again. Not least. And again, I asked the same question. Like, I want to buy this phrase. How much is this? You are again here, like, no. I don't want to sell this to you. Please leave. This is third time. Okay, you don't sell it to me, but tell me, how did you recognize me? Tell, because this is not refrigerator, this is washing machine. This is why you don't want to sell me. You can still sell me. No. If I sell this to you, you are going to come back with a complaint that this is not cooling. Tomorrow, I don't want to take that headache, like, no, I don't want to sell it to you. So information is very, very important. Whether in material things also, if we see the information, we say what information is power, right? Information is power. Information is very, very important. To get information about Krishna, we take shelter of Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita gives us that. So this Bhagavad Gita gives us conviction, correction, protection, everything. This, we can not postpone that we'll read Bhagavad Gita when we become free from the problems. Problems will always be there. Just like if someone, I was talking to one person to invite him to my Bhakti Vriksha. My wife is not well and my job has some layoffs going on, some problems. So, Prabhuji, when everything settles down, then I'll come. It's not going to happen. This is the nature of the world. That's why we want to run away from here. If we can resolve or solve our problems here, what is the need to run away from here like now? It has been designed by the Lord in a way so that we Dukhalyam ashashvatam, anityam asukham lokam. So, this is not you will never have a time when all your problems are resolved and sorted out and you are peaceful and happy like in this world. That's why Lord gave Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. He did not say, Arjuna, like after the war is over, you come to Dwarka and we'll sit on the sofa and I'll ask Rukmini Devi to bring some pakoras and we'll discuss Bhagavad Gita. Did he say that? Bring nice pakoras and we'll just watch and then we'll discuss the Bhagavad Gita. No, he gave Bhagavad Gita in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. It doesn't make sense. He is going to fight the battle. But that is how problems are not going to be solved anytime. We should not expect that also. But we have to read Bhagavad Gita. It's like that reading Bhagavad Gita will give you protection from the problems. As I said, it will raise your consciousness to problems become small. Then you can easily solve the problem, face the problem. Right. It's like if you have high fever. If Sundarajal Prabhu has very high fever and I asked him to, Prabhuji, go to the doctor, go to the urgent care. No, Prabhuji, let the fever subside and I feel better, then I'll go to the doctor. That is the point. You have to go to the doctor when fever is high, not when you get better. You have to go to the doctor so that you can get better. So it's not that when the problems will be solved, then I will start reading Bhagavad Gita, then I'll start coming to temple, then I'll start coming to Bhakti Vriksha, then I'll call you Prabhuji when I have nothing to do. And I'm completely peaceful like now. Why would you call me then? Right? So this is So this is important, like we should read Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is for reading, not for worshipping like now. Reading is worshipping. Lord says in chapter 18 that whosoever reads this Bhagavad Gita worships me by his intelligence. Right? So that is how you worship Bhagavad Gita, by reading it like now, and by applying that in your life. Lot of time, like if you see, some people say like, I was, something like around 15 years back, I was Harrisburg, I was giving a class in Hari Temple, and one devotee asked me, why this Krishna in the whole Bhagavad Gita, this me, I am this, I am that, aham sarvas prabhu, bhoktaram yagatapsam, matta sarvam pravartat, all that like, no, it's always like ma. Is that not ahankar? I found a nice answer by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. He explains that point. Actually, it's not ahankar, it's not boasting, it's a fact. If you are a software engineer, and if I ask you, Prabhuji, what do you do for living, and you tell I'm a software engineer, Prabhuji, is that a boasting? It's a fact. You're not exaggerating something what you are not. But Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains it very nicely. He says that Krishna is glorifying Radharani by saying this, become my devotee, worship me, do this to me, manmana bhava mad bhakta madhyaji mam namaskuru. He is glorifying Radharani. Because Radharani is Bhakti Swarupa. Radharani is Bhakti Swarupa. She is like Ahladini Shakti of the Lord. She is Bhakti personified. When the Lord saying that, become my devotee, he is glorifying Radharani. Which is such a beautiful point. I loved this explanation. I did not know this answer before. But I loved this explanation that he is glorifying Radharani. Otherwise, in the whole Bhagavad Gita, Radharani's name comes only once in the introduction. Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari. That's the only time the Radharani's name comes, right? But the whole bhakti is Radharani. Ahladini Shakti. There is nothing else which can please Krishna other than Ahladini Shakti, which is Radharani. The Bhakti Swarupa, is Bhakti himself. When the Lord says, become my devotee, then he is glorifying Radharani. So that was nice explanation. One other time, one devotee came to Prabhupada. And he said, Prabhupada, it was in India, some Indian gentleman came to Prabhupada. Prabhupada, I have memorized all 700 verses. And I can recite all 700 verses. And I can recite in the reverse order also. Starting with chapter 18, I can go back to chapter 1. So I can recite in the reverse order also. So Prabhupada said, can you live Bhagavad Gita for 7 minutes? This guy was quiet. He went away from there. Memorizing is one thing. Living Bhagavad Gita is more important. But memorizing is very good too. You are repeating the words of the Krishna, what he said. So that purifies us. Reading Bhagavad Gita, even not understanding Bhagavad Gita purifies you. But if you can apply that, that is the goal. That is the goal. One other, Prabhupada, he was in Juhu, Mumbai, and one devotee, Indian gentleman came to him. The Prabhupada, your Western devotees, their pronunciation is not good. So Prabhupada said, their pronunciation is not good, but the renunciation is topmost. See, those are Western devotees. They became devotee, like who were Jai Shri Shri Radha Madhava Bhagwan ki Jai. This is an indication at time to end the class, right? So this is, he said, their renunciation is topmost. And see, they are like, come from the Western culture where they were like eating meat and drinking and doing all that, and they've left everything, they renounced everything, and now they are not even eating onion and garlic, they're not even drinking coffee, like they're not doing anything, they're completely renounced. They get up at 3:30 in the morning, and attend to this Mangal Aarti, and they start their day, and they chant and they serve the Lord. The renunciation is perfect. Sometimes we Indians become very like, we think about, at least if you go outside, you'll talk to Indians, they think like Bhagavad Gita, they have not read it, but Krishna is mine, like I know the story, I know the katha, like I know what is Bhagavad Gita, Prabhuji, don't worry. But if you see the Western devotees, oh my, amazing. Some of them, they have just seen Prabhupada once in their lifetime. It's not that like we are so fortunate that we have gotten more association of our Guru Maharaj, but they just saw Prabhupada once, and they completely surrendered to Prabhupada for the rest of their life. Devotees who took sannyas in the age of 20, 21 years. Western devotees, white body. How many Indian people can take sannyas in 20 years of age? I have never seen, very few maybe, right? This is the power of Prabhupada, this power of this Bhagavad Gita. And the Bhagavad Gita is power of our Bhagavad Gita. And this, when the Prabhupada came to America, he did not have Bhagavad Gita. He used to teach from Bhagavad Gita by Radha Krishnan. And he said that that Radha Krishnan's Bhagavad Gita, 90% it is okay, 10% is little bit philosophical problems, but 90% it is okay. And then he had his own Bhagavad Gita, it was printed, right? The Bhagavad Gita is very, very, very powerful, very, very powerful. It has transformed so many lives, so many lives. So this is one last story, then we'll stop, right? There was, in New Delhi, there was a girl, she was completing her PhD on atheism. In her PhD, she did research for 5 years to prove that God does not exist. And she had complete, PhD was complete, and she was just waiting for his interview, final interview, so that she can get an official degree on PhD on atheism. So one of the red lights, she stopped, and one devotee from the temple, he came with the Bhagavad Gita, said, "Ma'am, this is Bhagavad Gita for you, this is just for you, please take it no." And she thought my PhD is complete, maybe it will, I can prepare for my interview reading this Bhagavad Gita, which is coming soon, so I can find the point against in favor of my atheism So she started reading that Bhagavad Gita, and she was on chapter 3rd. And she realized that God does exist, and took her PhD thesis, took her lighter in the left hand, and burned her thesis This is a true story. And she went to the temple, she became a devotee, she is a disciple of Radhanath Maharaj now. This is the power of Bhagavad Gita. Just 3 chapters, she was on 3rd chapter. She has not even read the whole Bhagavad Gita, she has no guidance. She read just 3 chapters. And all is the 5 years of work went away. She realized that, yes, Bhagavad Gita. That is the power of Bhagavad Gita. Prabhupada said, if you want to get Krishna, give Krishna. If you want to get Krishna, give Krishna. Get Krishna, if you want to get Krishna, give Krishna. That is what Prabhupada said. If you want to get Krishna, give Krishna means preach, go out, distribute the books, help Sundarachal Prabhu, Prem Dham Prabhu, and distributing those Bhagavad Gitas. If you cannot do that, just sponsor, sacrifice some Lakshmi to help them to distribute this Bhagavad Gita. If you want to get Krishna, give Krishna. Remember, this formula is very, very important. If you want to get Krishna, give Krishna. If you want to, either you preach, go out, talk to, give out Bhagavad Gitas, help these people to sponsor Bhagavad Gita, bring some sponsorship from your friends and families and other places, and help them to meet their goal of 20,000 Bhagavad Gitas this year, right? 20,000. This last year our goal was 18,400. This year goal is 20,000 Bhagavad Gitas. And we met our goal last year, right? We did our 18,000 Bhagavad Gitas last year. This year, every year we increase our goal by 10%. So I request all the devotees, please help them, either by sponsoring them, going out to distribute those Bhagavad Gitas, or with bringing your sponsorships from your friends and families, and whatever little you can do. It pleases Krishna the most. Whatever help you do in spreading this message of Bhagavad Gita, Lord says in 18th chapter, There's no one more dearer to me, and nor anyone will become more dearer to me in future than that person who teaches, preaches, spreads this message of mine, Bhagavad Gita, right? Chapter 18th. So let us try to do that. Whatever little we can do. It's a whole month of Gita marathon. So it's a 1 month we need to attain that goal of Bhagavad Gita, 20,000 Bhagavad Gitas. So whatever we can do, that will be our offering at the lotus feet of Sri Sri Radha Madhav. Hare Krishna. I'll stop here. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Are there any questions or comments, realizations? Everyone is hungry, it seems. All right, Hare Krishna. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की, आप सभी भक्तजनों की